Can you hear it? The quiet whisper of time swirling in the silence of the cave. Step closer, let the world fall away. Feel the cool stone beneath your feet, the echo of centuries around you. This is no ordinary cave. This is where history and myth intertwine, where dreams linger and sleep stretches beyond time. The story of the seven sleepers, a tale from ancient scriptures crossing the boundaries of faith. They slept in the darkness, untouched by time, resting through the ages. The Bible, the Qur'an, both speak of their sacred slumber. Now, their story has awoken once more. Not in words, but in experience. Immerse yourself, step into the unknown. Hear their breath, still suspended in time. Feel the weight of the centuries pressing softly on your chest. Time slows until it's almost as if you too are dreaming. Time slows until it's almost as if you too are dreaming. This is Sleepers, an installation that reaches into the soul, breathing life into the ancient and the modern. Where the unseen is felt, where the past and present blur, where faith, art and silence merge in one timeless moment.
I've attempted to create an art installation here inspired by the story of the seven sleepers that we know from Surah Al-Kahf, as well as in the Christian tradition as well. This famous story where 7 young men entered a cave and sought refuge in this cave from an oppressive Roman king who was forcing them to abandon their worship and their beliefs, and to seek refuge inside of a cave. They escaped, and miraculously, through the will of Allah, they fell asleep in this cave, and for a period of 300 plus years, they didn't age at all. It was like a miracle that they emerged from the cave and the society had changed to that of a believing society, and it was safe for them to emerge. This is an incredible story of people who escaped danger and entered into this space, a cave, and emerged into a whole new society. And I was inspired by that story, mainly because this project came about. Sleepers came about because of the famous Birmingham Quran. It was established about 7 or 8 years ago that Birmingham had one of the oldest Qurans in the world that dates back to the lifetime of the Prophet, and it exists in the city of Birmingham of all places, at the University of Birmingham. And I've been working with the University of Birmingham on and off for some years now, seeing the arts as not just fun and games and entertainment, but rather something that is imperative and crucial to saying things differently, dealing with the difficult problems that we have, but not in the usual way, which is a lecture, a book or a conference, right? But rather using the arts, which in my view, of course I'm biased here, is the most powerful way to convey. A picture tells 1,000 words, is the saying, and that comes from somewhere, because you can spend all your time writing 1,000 words, or you can have a picture. And this is the power of art. Now, I've been committed to that and tried my best to think in the long haul what we can do to embed arts into our daily lives more, and how we can deal with our, extraordinary problems that we have in our society. So allowing this to be accessible for people in terms of no barriers. Often art, you think, you have to go to some posh theatre, that you think that's not a place for me. We're in the heart of the Muslim community here in Birmingham. Literally an industrial warehouse in the heart, the masjid, right, literally meters away. And here we are in this space. So we've deliberately, specifically chosen for this to be in our art centre here in this industrial warehouse. That we are very blessed, alhamdulillah, to have, there's been a lot of decades 2 decades of building and committing to bringing art into our communities. And then we felt this was a way of gifting our community with something. You know, it's been a year in the making, over a year. Yeah, it's taken huge logistics to build a cave.
Are you ready to awaken?